I came here with a 1932 Clifford Essex Paragon guitar, which was bigger than a J200. It was an enormous thing. Because in those days I was playing in folk clubs with no microphone, so the louder guitar you had, the better you thought you were doing, you know, for right or for wrong. I came in here and did some demos for the first album that I ever made, and sent them down to London to Gus Dudgeon, the producer, and the publishers who were paying for it. And I got a phone call from Gus saying, yeah, we like it, but why is there all that bird song all over the tracks? And I said, which bird song? What are you talking about? And finally I got to hear him. What it was, Keith had an echo plate, and I think it was in one of the stables with the horses, and there was a bird's nest behind it. And they thought, what kind of hippie is this, putting birdsong all over his records? Yeah. So that's the first time I was ever in here. Yeah. I never did a lot of bands, to be honest, because my theory about bands is that they're always a compromise. You know, I've always wanted a T-shirt with "Turn everything up louder than everything else." You know, because that's what bands want. You know, the bass player's not happy. You know, he doesn't. So I did the toy dolls in here. The funny thing was I did the toy dolls in Japanese in here, which was hilarious. I did the East Side Torpedoes. To be honest, I've forgotten, because I finished up being in-house producer for Volume Records in Newcastle, and I'd bring everybody down here because I was happy working here. You know, there were bigger and more expensive studios in Newcastle, but this, if it feels good, it is good. So I used to bring everybody here because it had a great feel to it. The only problem with coming here, of course, was that it wasn't residential, so we finished up in some quite weird hotels.
So a lot of that work you did with, the early work would have been with Keith.
Yeah.
You did a lot of the rest of the work with Roy Neave.
I did loads of stuff with Roy, yeah.
You had a good working relationship?
Yeah, we got on fine, yeah. Yeah, I always thought he had a great pair of ears. You know, I loved working with Roy. Did some fantastic stuff with him. And there was a girl that I used to bring down to sing backup called Jan Graveson. And she was just, you know, she could stack up like those Karen Carpenter voices. And she was just terrific to work with.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done a lot of good work whilst having a good time in here, and that's not a bad combination.
That's a great combination.
Yeah.
So has it changed much coming back all this time?
But it's a bit more modern. I'm pleased to see the Marshall time modulator still here. You know?
Centerpiece.
Yeah.
Centerpiece of the rack.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Shuffleboat bit was about the Humber Ferry.
It was about the little paddle steamers. Yeah. I mean, it's nostalgia, but they were fabulous. They were great. You know. I mean, I love the bridge. I think it's beautiful.
So just tell me a little bit about the Martin guitar you played, because you were telling me what it's made out of.
Oh yeah, it's a 1951 Treble 017, and it's all mahogany apart from the frets. And when you think about it, in 1951 there was no wood around because the Second World War had just finished and they were just winding up for the Korean War. So it's made out of old furniture. So the wood in it could be 200 years old. I just love it. It's got such definition. I mean, I'm used to playing big Gibsons with a big bottom end thump, but that doesn't have that. But what it has is that definition, and it's amazing. So it's like a 60-odd-year-old guitar with last week's technology in it.
It's a very even tone as well, isn't it?
It is so well balanced. Yeah. I love it. Most expensive set of strings I've ever bought. Went into a friend of mine's shop in Bristol for a set of strings and walked out with that £2 lighter. I was planning on using them strings for years.
Well, Michael, once again, thanks for coming.
My pleasure. It's been fun.
Great to see you, and I wish you many more years.
Yeah. Give my regards to the boss. He said he might come down, but he hasn't made it. There you go.
No.
But give my regards to Keith and Dickie. Yeah. I've got a lot of fond memories of this place, I really have.